Welcome, dear voyagers, to another tranquil episode of Sleepy Voyages. I'm your host, Arthur, and tonight we'll embark on a journey that echoes the primal heartbeat of nature itself, a journey into the wilderness, into the depths of our own souls, longing for something pure, untamed, and free. The call of the wild is something that whispers to all of us at one time or another. It's a beckoning to connect with the unspoiled beauty of the natural world, to discover our primal roots, and to embrace the wild nature that resides within each of us. Close your eyes and imagine a world untouched by time, where the wild still roams free and the spirit of adventure awakens. Tonight's tale is none other than Jack London's renowned novel, The Call of the Wild. It's a story that resonates with our deepest instincts and our eternal connection to Mother Earth. A story that inspires us to find our wild selves, to grow, to adapt, and to live authentically. So, gather round as we begin our voyage into the wilderness, exploring what it means to truly hear and answer the call of the wild before we tuck you in tonight, voyagers of the night sky. We have a small but crucial request. As your eyelids grow heavy and the soothing tones of Sleepy Voyagers guide you to the realm of dreams, remember the peace, serenity, and comfort that we bring to you every night, just as a lighthouse guides lost ships. In the darkness, your reviews help other restless dreamers find their way to us. By leaving a review and sharing your thoughts on your experience, you are reaching out to other insomniacs lost in the night, guiding them towards restful sleep. Take a moment before you drift away to click on the Leave a review button on your podcast app. Help us extend our galaxy of tranquility to all those who seek the solace of sound sleep. And once you've done that, feel free to slip back under the covers of our sleep stories, ready to be whisked away on another sleepy voyage. Remember, your stars light the way for others. Every review, every rating helps us create a bigger, more beautiful universe of peace and rest. Let your imagination guide you and allow the soothing sounds of nature to lull you into a state of relaxation and wonder. Tonight we embark on a unique and thrilling journey, one that will take us into the very heart of the wild. We will follow the path laid out by the great writer Jack London in his timeless novel, The Call of the Wild. Within these pages, we'll explore the story of a gentle domestic dog who is suddenly thrust into the harsh, unyielding wilderness. This is a tale that resonates deeply with our very essence, for it speaks to the wild nature that resides in all of us as we traverse this landscape of raw emotion and primal instinct. We'll uncover the dog's courage, resilience, and transformation. We'll delve into what it truly means to embrace our wild nature, to reconnect with that vital part of ourselves that so often lies dormant, hidden away by the constructs of modern life. Tonight, let us set our intention to not only listen to this story, but to truly experience it. Let us open our hearts and minds to the wild call, allowing it to stir within us, awakening our most authentic selves. This journey promises to be both inspiring and restorative. Prepare yourselves for a sleepy voyage like no other. Please find a comfortable position and allow your senses to become aware of your surroundings. Feel the earth beneath you, the air around you. Inhale deeply. And now exhale. Inhale. Feel the strength and vitality of the wild enter your being. Exhale. Surrender to the wisdom and freedom of nature. Embrace the call. Keep this connection with your wild nature. Hold on to these sensations, for they will guide you through the twists and turns of a tale that reflects our own longing for authenticity, freedom, and connection with the wild within us. Allow yourself to be carried away from the hustle and bustle of modern life. Take a deep breath in and visualize a dense, vibrant forest filled with towering trees, their branches swaying gently in the breeze. Can you feel the cool as you exhale? Allow yourself to step further into the wilderness. Hear the crunching of leaves underfoot, the distant call of a bird, the murmur of a hidden stream. Each step takes you deeper into nature's embrace, reconnecting you with your primal self. In this wild place, there is a special energy, an ancient wisdom. Feel your heart beat in unison with the rhythms of the earth. Embrace the tranquility, but also the raw, untamed power that resides here. Take one more deep breath in, savoring the wildness around you. As you breathe out, carry this connection with you. Hold on to the sensations, the images, the feeling. Are you ready? I invite you now to turn your mind's eye to a world far removed from the raw and untamed wilderness. Picture, if you will, a warm and comfortable home. Nestled beside that inviting fire lies a creature of sweet and tranquil disposition, a domestic dog by the name of Buck. Buck is no ordinary dog. His frame is large and robust, yet his eyes sparkle with an intelligence and understanding that's almost human. Within him there is a harmony of strength and gentleness. His world is one of loving human companionship, a world of soft petting hands and endearing words. In these moments of domestic bliss, Buck knows nothing of the wild. The call of the forest is but a distant echo, overshadowed by the comforts of human love and care. His life is ruled by routine and affection, a life led with a wagging tail and contented heart. But, as we know, life has a way of changing, and within Buck's heart, hidden deep beneath layers of comfort and human affection, there lies a primitive spark, a spark waiting to be kindled by the call of the wild. What happens when we peel back the layers of civilization and routine? Let's take a moment to explore our own connection to nature and the wild instincts that lie within us. Just as our four-legged friend is more than a pet, we are more than our jobs, our homes, or our daily routines. Deep within us resides a primal connection to the earth, a wild spirit waiting to be awakened. Think about those moments when you feel most alive. Perhaps it's when you're hiking in the mountains, swimming in the ocean, or simply watching a sunset. In those moments, you are tapping into something ancient and essential. You are hearing the call of the wild. But how do we embrace our wild nature in our daily lives? How do we reconcile our primal instincts with our civilized selves? It's not about abandoning our responsibilities. Rather, it's about finding balance, embracing authenticity, and allowing ourselves to be guided by our instincts, even in small ways. Let's take a deep breath together, inhaling the wild essence and exhaling any resistance to our true nature. As we journey further with our faithful dog, let his tail be a mirror to our own lives, reflecting our desires, our fears, and our potential to embrace our inner wilderness. Remember, the wild is not something to be feared or tamed. It is a part of us as much as we are a part of it. Our protagonist, a gentle and loving dog, has been taken from the comforts of home. He's been sold into a world he doesn't understand, a world far removed from the soft cushions and tender touch of his human family. Imagine his confusion, his fear, the chains, the rough hands, the unfamiliar faces, and most striking of all, the absence of love and affection that he had grown accustomed to. Our loyal canine friend is thrust into a new reality, sold to strangers, transported to distant lands, his once sparkling eyes now filled with uncertainty. The once cherished pet has become a mere object, a tool to be used, a being whose feelings and desires, but in these challenging times, something stirs within him. It's a journey that will test him, that will tear away the layers of domestication and reconnect him with a heritage long forgotten. Our story takes us on this path to witness a transformation that is both heart-wrenching and inspiring as we follow our canine hero into the depths of his own wild nature. The wilderness awaits, and we move forward, allowing the call of the wild to guide us, to show us what lies beyond the veneer of civilization. Embracing our wild selves, we find a truth more profound, a connection more primal. We've just journeyed with our faithful canine protagonist as he was torn from the warmth and safety of home. How does it feel to be taken from everything you know? It's a question that transcends the story and echoes in our own lives. Like our four-legged friend, we too sometimes find ourselves taken from our comfort zones, faced with unexpected challenges, surprises, and upheavals. You may have faced a sudden change in your life, a job loss, a move to a new city, the end of a relationship. These moments, they seem frightening, but also carry within them the seeds of growth, transformation, and discovery. In the wild uncertainty of life, we find our strength, resilience, and the primal instinctual wisdom that lies within us. We begin to understand our wild nature not as something to be feared or suppressed, but embraced, like the call of the wild to our canine hero. These challenges are but calls to our own inner wild nature, urging us to explore, grow. Consider how your own wild nature can guide you, empower you, and lead you to a more authentic and vibrant life. Let it be a gentle whisper in your ear, a call to adventure, to authenticity, to the untamed heart that beats within you. Why are animals so often treated as mere objects? Our dear canine protagonist was taken from all he knew and loved, viewed not as a being with feelings, thoughts, and dreams, but as a possession to be bought and sold. In our world, too, animals are often seen as commodities rather than creatures. We use them for our needs, sometimes without considering their inherent value, emotions, or well-being. This perspective raises ethical questions that resonate with our own human condition. Do we see ourselves or others as mere objects to be used, devoid of inner life and significance? Where do we draw the line between using resources and respecting life? As we journey further with our furry friend into the wild, we might find inspiration to look at the world through a different lens, to see not only utility but also the unique essence of every living being, whether human or animal. To embrace our wild nature is to acknowledge the intricate web of life that connects us all, and to find a place of harmony and respect within it. We now find ourselves immersed in the rugged wilderness, where our loyal and once domesticated dog faces a new chapter of existence. The comfort of home is but a distant memory, and survival becomes the compelling force driving each day. The transition from the cushioned pampering of home to the callous ways of the wild is not without its trials, fights with other dogs, struggles for food, and harsh weather conditions all test our hero's resilience. And yet, it's not all strife and struggle. In this wild world, our dog discovers unexpected companionship and learns from those more experienced. A sense of hierarchy and the unspoken laws of the wild begin to unfold. There are leaders and followers, winners and those who must wait their turn. Sadly, not all encounters are honorable. He received mistreatment at the hands of those who should know better. Scars, not only on the body but on the soul, But with each battle, with each wound, a transformation is underway. Find a comfortable position, whether you're lying in bed or sitting. Allow your body to relax, to surrender to the gravity that holds you. Breathe in deeply, sensing the fresh, wild air of the forest, and exhale, letting go of any tension or stress. Now, I want you to imagine yourself as the dog. Feel the strength in your legs, the power in your body, the instinctual awareness of your surroundings. You're no longer confined by the domestic world. You're free, wild, a part of nature. Start with your head and face. Release any tension in your forehead. Your eyes, your jaw, feel the muscles soften as you breathe in the wild. Exhaling all that confines you as you connect with this primal form. Think of your own life. Are there instincts or desires you've suppressed? Have you ever felt the call of something wild and untamed within you? Allow this meditation to awaken that part of you, even if just for a fleeting moment. Continue to breathe deeply, fully immersed in this wild world. You are resilient. You are a part of the natural rhythm of life. Hold on to this feeling, this connection to something primal and true. Now, the neck, where so much of our daily tension resides. Feel the strength and flexibility of the wild dog's neck as you breathe in deeply. And as you breathe out, let go of any tension, any stress. Feel it melting away. Now, moving down to the shoulders and front legs. Feel the raw power, the graceful agility. Breathe in strength. Breathe out any stiffness or discomfort. Your body is adapting just like our brave canine friend. As we reach the tail, the symbol of balance and expressiveness, feel a harmonious connection with your inner wild nature. You've embraced the primal instincts that guide you, the wisdom that speaks through intuition. Our dog's instincts awaken. The innate, wild nature, once dormant. The call of the wild has been answered. The journey is far from over, but a significant transformation has taken place. In the wild's unforgiving embrace, a new self is born. Think about the trials and triumphs in your own life. How have you adapted? How have you grown? The wild is within us all, waiting to teach us, to shape us. Embrace it and let it guide you. Now let's pause for a moment and consider the profound question: what happens when our lives drastically change? How do we react when everything we know is suddenly gone? It's a fear many of us carry within us, a fear of the unknown. But remember our four-legged hero. His life was turned upside down, ripped from comfort and thrust into the unfamiliar. It's a metaphor we can all connect with. Change, sometimes drastic and immediate, is a constant in our lives. Maybe it's a new job, a move to a different city, a sudden loss, or even a pandemic that alters the way we live. Or what our dear dog teaches us is that adaptation is not only about survival, it's about embracing a part of ourselves we may never have known existed. It's about digging deep, discovering an inner strength, and learning to dance with life, no matter how wild. Think about your life and the changes you've faced or are facing. Imagine yourself embracing those changes with the same courage and determination. Like our friend from the call of the wild, let's learn to see change, not as an enemy, but as an invitation to grow, to explore, to become more fully ourselves. Take this lesson with you as you drift tonight. Allow the wild within you to awaken, to guide, and to help you thrive. Let the wild inspire you. Let it call you. It is here that our four-legged friend, who once knew only the warmth of a hearth and the comfort of loving human hands, faces the challenges of the wild unbroken. With every passing day, our loyal companion is confronted with new tests of strength and will. His domestic manners, once prized, fall away like old leaves, and in their place, something more primal grows. The spark of the wild. In the biting cold and endless forests, he meets new faces. Some are friends and others foes. His instincts guide him, telling him when to fight and when to forge alliances. The wilderness becomes his teacher, his mentor, instructing him in the ancient ways of survival through trials and errors, victories and failures. Our brave dog finds within himself a strength he never knew he possessed. He learns to read the language of the wild. The whispering winds, the subtle scents, and the hidden paths that only the wild ones know. Friends, too, are made in this unfamiliar land. A wise and watchful wolf becomes a companion, a fellow traveler in the wilderness's labyrinth. They share in the hunt, the thrill of the chase, the primal joy of living free and wild, the wild world's raw and untamed beauty becomes not his enemy but his home. And in embracing this wild nature, our once domestic friend becomes something more. Something magnificent and free. In this transformation, we see not just the tale of a dog, but the reflection of our own hidden desires, our own quest to embrace the wild within. The adaptation of our beloved canine friend to the untamed world was no easy feat. He had to let go of what was familiar, confront his instincts, face adversaries, and find a way to survive and thrive in a world he never knew. Through trials and tribulations, he managed to not only adapt, but to truly become part of that wild world. He embraced his own wild nature. Now, let's take a moment to reflect on what this means for us. How many times have we felt confined by our routines, our expectations, our so-called civilized life? How often do we suppress our wild instincts, our desires to explore, to adventure, or even to simply be more in tune with our natural selves, just like the dog in our story? We all have a wild nature within us. It's not about abandoning our responsibilities or civilized life. Rather, it's about understanding and accepting that primal, instinctual part of ourselves. It's about being true to who we are, no matter where we find ourselves. Embracing our wild nature means allowing ourselves to feel, to connect with the world around us, to listen to our instincts, and to live more authentically. It can guide us to make decisions that resonate with our true selves. It can lead us to more fulfilling lives, just as it led our furry protagonist to his place in the wild. Consider what embracing your wild nature might look like in your daily life. Let the story of our brave dog be an inspiration, a reminder that our wild selves are never truly lost, only waiting to be rediscovered. Why would it be good to embrace our wild nature? In the wild, we find the purest form of existence. Unencumbered by the rules and expectations of society, the wild allows us to reconnect with our primal selves. It's in this wild nature where we discover authenticity, strength, and unfiltered emotion. Embracing our wild nature does not mean abandoning civility or the world we know. Rather, it's an invitation to recognize and honor the untamed parts of ourselves, like our courageous dog in Jack London's timeless tale. We can learn to balance the domestic with the wild, the composed with the passionate. Imagine standing on a serene mountain, feeling the crisp air as it fills your lungs. You see the world stretched out below, vast and unending. Your heartbeat echoes the primal rhythm of the earth. This is your wild nature calling, a part of you that longs for freedom, authenticity, and vitality. Embracing our wild nature is about being true to ourselves, shedding the masks and daring to live with fierce authenticity. It's about understanding our desires, our fears, our dreams, and finding courage in our own unique journey. As we ponder these truths, let us take a moment to meditate on them, feeling the wild within us, knowing that it's an integral part of who we are. Let it guide you into a peaceful sleep, filled with dreams of open landscapes and untamed horizons. As Buck found solace and strength in the wild, may you find comfort in your own nature tonight. Close your eyes if they're not already closed. Take a deep breath in, filling your lungs with the fresh, invigorating mountain air. Hold it for a moment, sensing the life force within, then release. Letting go of any remaining tensions or thoughts. Picture yourself standing atop a serene mountain, surrounded by nature's embrace. The wind gently caresses your face, the sun kisses your skin, and the world lies open. Feel the solid earth beneath you, grounding you, connecting you to the wild essence within. You are part of this magnificent landscape, strong and resilient, yet open and yielding. As you stand on this mountain, embracing the wild within you, reflect on your journey. Think of the strength you have, the authenticity you carry, the wild nature that makes you uniquely you. Let a feeling of peace wash over you, knowing that you are whole, balanced, and in harmony with the world around you. Now, as the sun begins to set, painting the sky with hues of gold and purple, allow yourself to lie down on this mountain under the vast and starlit sky. Feel the cool grass beneath you, the gentle touch of the night's breeze. Our voyage through the wild has reached its end. Tonight, we've walked in the paw prints of a once domesticated dog as he heeded the irresistible call of the wild. From the comfort of his home to the harsh and exhilarating wilderness, we've experienced his struggles, his triumphs, and his beautiful transformation. The story of this courageous dog, so lovingly penned by Jack London, is not merely a tale of survival and adaptation. It's a mirror reflecting our own deep and often ignored connection to the wild. It's a call to recognize and embrace our innermost instincts, our primal emotions, and our unbreakable bond with nature itself. How often do we feel the tug of something more significant, something untamed within us? How frequently do we push away our wild hearts, burying them beneath obligations, fears, or societal expectations? Tonight's journey is a reminder that our wild nature is not something to be feared or suppressed. It is a part of us, a beautiful and powerful part that deserves to be acknowledged, understood, and embraced, whether it's in the way we love, the way we express ourselves, or the way we pursue our dreams. Let us never forget that we are, at our core, wild being. We have the courage to face challenges, the strength to grow, and the wisdom to find balance between our civilized selves and our wild souls. Thank you for joining me on this unique, sleepy voyage. It has been an honor to guide you through the call of the wild, and I hope that as you drift into sleep, you'll carry the lessons and reflections of tonight's story with you into your dreams and your waking life. May this story remind you that within each of us lies a primal call, an untamed spirit that seeks authenticity and freedom. As you drift into sleep, let the echoes of the wild guide you to dreams where you can explore your own wild nature without fear or judgment. Embrace the wild within and let it inspire you in your waking life too. Until our next journey, dream wild, my friends, and good night.